Next up are, you guys may have heard of this team here, the Utah Jazz. Now, I want to get both of y'all's opinion on this. I know you guys have a lot to contribute with this particular team. But, Jake, I'm going to start with you. I need an answer to this very important question. The only thing I need to know as far as the Utah Jazz, and for all the conspiracy theorists that are out there in the ethos now listening to this podcast, Jake, is Rudy Gobert, in fact, patient zero for COVID-19?
Oh, okay. All right. Well, look. All right. You know what? I accept your question, and I'll throw this back at you here. Look. The Utah Jazz led the league in COVID for a little while, and but they, you know what? They also led the league in is a 3-point percentage. And if you're number one in the league at making 3-pointers in this era, I feel like there's something special in this package that we haven't unwrapped yet. I am telling you what, our Bogdanovich guy, that bogey, we have one also. This guy is so buckets that now that he's healthy, this keeps me up at night knowing that this guy is going to be raining threes on bitches for a couple of months now. Keep him healthy. That's all I'm saying.
Cody, let me ask you then, with regards to the Utah Jazz, talk to me about Rudy Gobert. Has he hit a plateau? Is he going to get any better? Is he going to grow at all? Or is this the time now for the Jazz to seriously consider dumping the big man for someone that could possibly get them further deeper into that Western Conference playoffs? What do you think Gobert right now? Where does he fit in? Is he still that marquee player for the Jazz, or is there something better out there?
It's tough to say with like better options out there. You don't know what you can really get for the guy. It's more of when Rudy Gobert is on the court, the Jazz were ranked 5th in defense. When he was off the court, we ranked like 28th.
That might be the answer right there. That might be the answer right there.
Yeah, but he's an anomaly though, because it's like that has obviously shows immense value. Is he a max player caliber guy? Like. It really comes down to that. But the NBA, really, when it comes down to it, it's about getting buckets. And if you need a last-second shot, is Gobert going to shoot that shot?
No, but you don't need him to. You don't need him to, Cody.
You got Donovan there, but, like, it's one of those – it's a dynamic of he's just shy of that. Like, I don't know if I want to spend $45 million a year for a guy that has to get lobs to put the ball in the bucket.
Yeah. You know what?
And yes, to your point, Ricky, he has plateaued. If you think he's going to become Hakeem Olajuwon this year, like it's not going to happen. He is who he is.
Yeah.
And I love him as a player, and he definitely has his value. It's just a matter of it's a numbers game. And then, do you pay him for the salvation of having that great defense and just build around with the other guys? You could certainly do that. I mean, Bogdanovich, Donovan, Conley, Ingles, all those guys should be able to contribute on the offensive end so that burden doesn't have to fall on him. But you have to question the burden itself of, like, if that burden is so bad that you're offensively for you, then you can't really be a max caliber guy.
He's not for his defense, which is, I would say, just a little bit above or maybe just a little bit below, from argument's sake, for like a Joel Embiid, he does not have that offensive output, nowhere near it,
Ooh.
That would be a huge.
I'm sitting here quiet, Ricky and Cody, but you know what? I've got to say something, because I'm sitting over here. You know what I'm watching right now? I'm watching the Instagram of Rudy Gobert. You know what I'm seeing?
Lay it on
I'm
me.
seeing my main man Rudy, and he's doing drop back threes. And he's raining these threes down. This is just this offseason. He's showing his 3-point range. Now, I mean, I won't go that far and say that he's going to introduce a 3-point
Please
game.
don't.
And
yeah.
If he did, I would be very upset. First of all, I'd lose my shit if he started hoisting up threes. But the man knows where he needs to improve. I think he's got another level. and that level will be an improvement in his offensive game in the next few years, one level at a time. I think that he's max money valuable. Is he super max? Now that's debatable too. I could take it either way, but I think he's a max player. He just changes everything for the opposing team.
Well, does he have the capacity for a next level? Absolutely. I mean, that's the whole.
Yeah,
that's what we're talking about.
yeah.
But does he have the ability to get to that next level? I think what Cody said. I think me and Cody are on the same thing. I think at this point here, he plateaued. I would hope to. I mean, the Jazz are Utah's a second home to me. I would love to see him hit that next level. Do I see it? I mean, his pedigree, where he's been over, he just seems as though that's just not something that's going to happen. It has been not so much a forever problem.
It was never
there
was.
We go. Thank you.
With potential, when you get younger guys and you see flashes of stuff, you go like, this guy's capable of doing such thing. Be it post-up game, footwork, hook shot, little elbow jumper. You see that in the early stages of a guy's career, and you go like, okay, this guy's capable of doing it. When I look at Gobert, he was never capable of doing those things. So it's hard for me to envision that he's going to step right in and go like, you know what? I'm going to start hitting some fucking elbow fucking jumpers.
Right. Yeah.
I love Gobert, and if he, to your point, Jake, started hitting fucking threes, I would lose my shit if he started taking them. But say he shoots them and starts making them, you pretty much have yourself an MVP candidate. Like, if he ever does get that, you're talking about a dude that impacts on high levels on both ends of the court. That's an MVP in my eyes. But
okay, so regardless, so that's just a side dish to the main course of this, the rise of Donovan Mitchell. We saw him in the playoffs. They lost it. They lost that first round series. They blew a 3-1 lead. We don't remember that because the Clippers that's the 3-1 lead we remember. But I'll tell you what, Donovan Mitchell was a different player in that Denver series. Okay, Cody, I got to know, do you feel like in your heart of hearts that is the Donovan that we get from the starting point of this season?
Yeah, I think so. I think, again, when we talk about capabilities and like you see younger guys with potential and what they are capable of doing, he's capable of carrying this team's offensive load throughout the whole season. The biggest thing that's always hampered him early in his career has really been consistency.
Yes.
And if he gets over that hump and he can be that 25 a night scorer for the team, which I absolutely can envision for him, then that's his ascension to top 10 status. And I can very easily envision him being in that next tier. But man, that battle with him and Murray, holy shit,
epic!
That was probably the best playoff series
without a doubt.
year.
Absolutely. So. Hey, here's one more question for you on this. I've got to ask the Hail Mary question. Can the Utah Jazz win a title next year?
I mean, they got a chance. It's a Dumb and Dumber. So saying there's a chance. Yeah, I mean, they can, but you're talking about the stars aligning, and it certainly can. You look at like last year. Did we lose that series with Bogdanovich healthy?
No,
I think we beat Denver. Like, you think we had Bogdanovich in that up 3-1? That would give us enough firepower to get over the hump to beat him. I would say so. You look at Conley. Conley's on the last. I don't think he's ready to hang him up. He's on the last year of a $32 million deal this year. He's going to probably want to get another contract. So I'm hoping that's kind of like a push to like perform a little bit better. And I'll give him a little bit of a pass that he's in a new system and something that
not
he's
anymore.
Never had to deal with.
You know what? I get your pass, but look, man, if I see him in the hallways, he's going to the principal's office. He doesn't get a pass anymore.
No. But I guess to your point about them, the stars aligning, like Conley's got, if he's more efficient, Bogdanovich is healthy, say Gobert does add a little layer to his offensive repertoire and Donovan ascends to top 10 status.
And Cody, you're forgetting one piece, a brand new piece, a brand new old piece, if I can say so. Derek Favors back, baby.
one of the more underrated players.
Yep.
Like when Rudy Gobert 2 years ago, when he won Defensive Player of the Year, he was obviously the number 1 rated plus minus defender
Yes.
in the league. Do you know who number 7
Derek
was?
Favors
in the
was
league?
not.
Derek
Oh,
Favors
that's-
was.
that-
What I like about that is like because I mentioned previously is when Gobert is off the court, we become the 28th worst. We're the 28th best defensive team, so we're terrible when he sits. So if you can stagger him in Favors,
Ooh.
and you can keep that like defensive threshold going throughout an entire game, you're going to see some good results with that. Which defense wins
Yeah,
games.
yeah.
So I could see Utah ascending to that top 3 status just because that defense is going to get them guaranteed wins against those lower echelon
Yeah.
teams. Where like a team like the Clippers, I could see them sleeping, like not taking a team serious and losing 5 or 6 games this next year because they didn't take it serious.
For sure.
You're saying there's a chance. It sounds as though all stars have to kind of align for that. So
Yeah, I think if you're talking about contenders, they're not a contender, but they're on that next rung
Yeah.
of like they can get. They're kind of like Dallas, like they're kind of like they just need a little extra oomph, or at least the stars to align,
Yeah.
maybe some luck to fall their way, and they can certainly compete.